Now, what are the tools that you need in order to be compliant, to make sure your business is compliant in Kenya? The first thing is that the government, I would like us to note, has been very, very keen to support young people to start and run their own businesses. And one of the ways that the government has provided support is by creating many, many different kinds of tools that make your job of registering a business easy. One of the tools is probably something you've seen or heard, Huduma Centers. Huduma Centers are offices where you can get many government services under one roof. You just go there. And so long as you provide the documents that are required, you can register for an ID, you can register for a KRA PIN, you can even register your own business. And it's very helpful for you to familiarize yourself with the nearest Huduma Center because you might find it useful. The others are even better, tools that enable you to do the registration of your business and fulfill the compliance requirements without leaving your home. They are online tools. And we will talk about a couple of these, and I suggest that you spend some time looking at those websites, getting familiar with them, what's required, because it's very likely you'll need to come back to them over and over. The first one is the eCitizen portal. This is a website that the government has created that works more or less like a Huduma Center, but digitally, online, on the web. It allows you to register for business. It allows you to file tax returns. You can even register for land certificates. You can even register for your passport on it. We will look at the eCitizen portal in as far as it is a useful place to start in registering your business. But there are many, many other things you can do there. The other one is the Kra I Tax Portal. Again, this is a website owned by the Kenya Revenue Authority that enables you to do almost everything that would be required to be tax compliant. Using the Kra web portal, you can register for a Kra PIN. You can file your taxes. You can register for your business taxes. You can register also for a tax certificate. This website is very important because by law, everybody in Kenya who is aged 18 and above, and any business in Kenya that wants to be compliant, must file their taxes every year. So you will need to come back to that website many times, and it's helpful that you start getting familiar with it now. The next one is AGPO, access to government procurement opportunities. Yes, we mentioned the government has created many opportunities for youth-led businesses to succeed. One of the biggest is where the government has offered that 30% of all its businesses, procurement businesses, will be offered to women, young people, and to people with disabilities. And 30% of government procurement business is a lot of money. It's billions of shillings every year. And some young people are able to access it, and it is a shame that many don't because they fail to do some simple things that we will talk about later. The other one is the popularly known Youth Fund, Kenya Youth Entrepreneurship Development Fund. This allows you to access government loans. The government will give you money in order to help you to start a business. There are some requirements for it. We'll go through that in another video, not this one. There are others like Uwezo Fund, Women's Fund. Each of these have a dedicated website that has been created by the government to make it easy for people to register and to access the opportunities offered there. So it's very important that you become familiar with these websites. And it's therefore, as you can see, it's quite important that you actually become comfortable with using digital tools, including the internet, for different activities because they will make your life much, much, much easier. Let's go back and look at the eCitizen account because, like I said, that's one of the most important tools for registering a business, any kind of business in Kenya. The eCitizen account, like I said, is a portal that enables you to do a lot of things that the government requires. One of those things is it provides you an opportunity to transact a business of registering a business name or any kind of a company. what are the things you need in order to register your business on e-Citizen portal? One of them is you need an identity card number if you are a Kenyan. If you are registering your business as a Kenyan, you need an ID number. You need a telephone number, and you need an email address. So we go back again to the need for you to become familiar with using digital tools. You need to have an email address, your own email address. And then during the registration process, you'll be asked to select a password. You need to choose a password that you can remember, because you will need to come back to this website many times. And if you don't have an email address, I would like to suggest that you take a few moments to register for a free email address. There are many companies and systems that offer free email addresses. For example, let's look at Google. You probably have all heard about Google. Google is this famous company that is known for providing access to all kinds of information. And a lot of people use Google, and I would suggest that you get familiar with using it because you find it a very useful resource. But did you know you can register for a free email address on Google? Yes, you can, and it's very easy. It will take you less than 10 minutes. Just go to the website, www.google.com. All right, so you have your ID number ready, you have your telephone number ready, and you have your email address ready. How then do you create your e-Citizen account? So the first thing that you need to do, obviously, is to go to the e-Citizen web portal, which is www.ecitizen.go.ke. You type that on a web browser, and it will bring you to the e-Citizen web portal. And then to create your own account, you follow these very simple steps. We have taken a website created by a young person just like you who owns a company called sitebyyangu.com that explains in very simple language how to open your e-Citizen account. You can follow these steps and create your e-Citizen account now, or you can first familiarize yourself with the steps and then later go and create your e-Citizen account separately. Thank you.
Today we shall learn on how to open an online e-Citizen account, and so is on Google, search e-Citizen Kenya and take this first option. The reason you search for e-Citizen Kenya is because other countries may be having their own e-Citizen platforms. There are two options here on the top right: create an account and sign in. Let's click on sign in and see what happens. You see here it presents us with a window where you are required to input your email address or ID number and then your password, and then you'll be logging in, meaning you have had this account already. But for us, we are beginning and we're opening the account for the first time. Let's go back. Then take this second option of create an account. Remember, it's e-Citizen account Kenya. The window that appears gives us 4 options here. There is one for Kenyan citizens. The second one is for foreign residents that are in Kenya having an alien ID. And then there is the e-visa for visitors. And the last one is for e-business. Make sure you read all through this because there's some text written on each. Like for this part, you must be having a registered business number, meaning that you must be having an existing business. But that's not our interest today. I'll just take you through for e-Citizen for foreign residents and just see what is required, and then for the Kenyan citizens. So let's start with the foreign residents. Click on create an account, and this is what is required of them. They have an alien ID, then they'll put the ID number according to that and their first name and validate. And the only difference I think is that they'll be required to put their nationality at the year here, the last part here. And that's the only difference I think with that one of residents. So let's click on create an account for Kenyan citizen, and we shall fill this we are beginning, and so let me just fill up this so that you see how it goes and so that you have a proper understanding of the process. I will input my ID number, and then I'll put my first name, then I'll click validate. Yes, I am a citizen. The system knows me. It brings all my other names. I'll continue the registration. I'll put my email address and repeat that, confirming it, and then input my mobile number starting with 07, and so I'll finish it up. And then my password. Okay, let me think of a hard one. Meanwhile, let me click that I agree to the terms and conditions as I think of a hard one, so that you people don't say bully me. So that is it. Yeah, I got it. So I'll input my password. Then after that, I'll click continue so that it takes me to the next page. There, okay, we want to verify the phone number that we input, so let's click send verification code. A code is sent to the number that you provided into your phones. So if you check your phone, you'll find that there is a code. It used to be big, many numbers, but these days it's reduced. It's just a few, four letters, four numbers, I guess, that I've received on my phone. Yes, and then I'll click on verify, and that's it. We have registered for an e-citizen account. There's a lot of things that you can do with e-citizen account. You can see all these: Department of Immigration, e-passport, good conduct, NTSA, there is that office of the attorney, so much more. Even let's scroll down and see the other options below here. Yeah, even registering for county government business permit for Mombasa, or county government of Nyeri, or county government of Kisumu, or e-construction permit. All those can be done through this e-citizen platform, and I think you can explore that at your own time. For today, what we wanted to achieve, we've done that. That is having an e-citizen account. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. See you later.